Guess what? We're burning again. Seems like that's all we do is burn. Pulled out a lot of trees last time I was up here. We got a lot of wood to burn. Got a whole bunch of wood right there too. There's Mrs. Piddler over there. Yeah, she waved. Let's get out of this sun. Good gosh, it's hot right here. I got something up here that I've never showed you. It's probably been in a few videos, but I've never mentioned, you know, what it was. You know, this house was built in 1948. They didn't have a well. I don't think wells were even common. You know, my well's underneath that little gray thing right there. Then over here is where the tank where it fills up with water, and then that goes to the house. But in 1948, didn't have a well. People use cisterns, and this is the cistern that's here. It's got this pipe right here. Comes up. I've actually seen pictures that were online where they actually had a pulley and everything and a bucket that hooked to there. And they would go down into here and drain the water out. Let me get this top off. And this is the cistern. I have seen it, probably almost full, probably 6 inches from this top ledge. Been full when it's rainy season, because I imagine the rain gets around this top cover. I don't think it gets water from down below. I think they just collected whatever water it collected when it rained. It's a tongue twister. But I have a sump pump. I'm going to pump this thing out because I don't know what's at the bottom of this. I see some grass in there. There's some spider webs right there. So I'm going to get that sump pump and I'm going to pump this out. I'm going to see how deep it is. I mean, I don't know how far down it goes. You know, or what's down there. I don't know, maybe that child was, no, I'm just kidding. No telling what's down there. So let's get this hooked up and pump this water out of here. What I have here is an Arbor Freight Special, Drummond. I don't know, I think it's a quarter horse, I'm not sure. It's not a very big pump, but I've used it on other things before and it does good. Got my hose hooked up. I know, it'll be unkinked. Then I got my power cord all down here. I'm gonna plug it in over there, and I have a rope on it. You know, the first time I started using this, I was like trying to drain stuff, and I was like, too much pressure on the power cord, because it's, you know, this cord here is maybe 8 foot. I think that's a lot more than 8 foot. So I'm gonna get this thing lowered down in there and get it pumping out water, and let's just see how deep it is. Any guesses? I don't know, maybe 20, 25 feet. We'll have to see. What do you guess? Probably do a time lapse on this thing, and let's get started. Well, we got water pumping, started about 20 after 12. See how long this takes. Got the hose running out here. As it goes deeper, I'm going to have to keep pulling it in though. But so far that's it. I'll get back to you when I begin to see the pump. Please don't drop my phone. Please don't drop my phone. That's pretty cool looking if you look right there. This water is pretty clear that's in here. And it goes way down there. Way down there. Oop, I can see the pump. I need to lower it down just a little more. Well, we probably got another 4 or 5 feet. I'll let it go for now. Well, we're getting pretty close to the top of that pump. I'm going to go ahead and lower it down some more. This is going to take a while. Okay, here we are at the end of it. I think that's gonna be it. Okay, so I wonder how deep that is. Well, I'll go grab a tape measure and we'll see. I'm thinking now, looking at it, I don't know, 15 feet. We'll just have to see. Well, let's just see how deep this thing is. Okay, about to the water. I'm gonna try to just hit it in the middle here, about right there. So we lean over. What do we got there? There's 13, 12, 11. Bring this up more. What, 10 and a half feet? But I'm just measuring from the ground level. If we bring it up to here to the top Up here it's 4 feet, so up there it'd be 15 feet. Hey, I was close. Well, got it pretty much emptied out. Really don't know what to do with it, but I mean, if you really think about it, someone had to dig this hole and then line it with all those rocks down there. And then it looks like up here they poured some layers of concrete around there. But this was their water source until whenever the well got put in. That's country living right there. Well, now I got a mess to clean up. I got a hose to reel up. I got extension cords, a rope. But hey, it's just all part of getting things done. Well, it's late in the day here. It took almost 3 hours, I guess, I don't know, to get that all pumped out and everything. I had to move the hose 2-3 times. It was like flooding parts of the yard. First place I put it, it was going into the fire pit. So we had a fire burning and water coming in under it. So I moved it somewhere else. And it started flooding, so I finally moved it somewhere else. So I guess when I get back up here in a week or two, I'm gonna have certain places where the grass is gonna be really high, unless we get some rain. Well, it's a different day. My battery died, didn't catch it. Well, we didn't really find anything in the cistern. There's some couple, looks like boards at the bottom or something. I don't know, but didn't find anything else down there. I don't really know what I'm gonna do with this thing. It could, you know, this can be a safety issue. You know, some kids or something happen to be playing around here. You know, if they come up, they could fall in there. I'd hate that. I mean, I got a cover on it. I probably need to build a stronger cover. I mean, the cover that's on it's just, what do you call that, chipboard siding? The rain doesn't help it out very much. You know, I got enough rock around here. I guess I could just start scooping up some rocks and everything and just bringing them over here and filling this thing up. The only problem is it's really cool the way it was built, and I kind of hate to cover all that up, you know, or hide it. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just build another top for it and just keep it in there. Hey, you never can tell. The way this world's going, I might need to start collecting rainwater if it's legal here. Well, it's a nice fall day here the last couple days. I went down and cleared out some trees. We're trying to have a clearing that we could put a bigger fire pit in and maybe just go down and sit around it. You know, if we have some friends come up, hey, we can go down in the woods and we'll have a big wide open clearing down there. I mean, you can drive cars down there. There's enough room on that main path down there to drive vehicles. Yeah, just go down there and sit around a fire and just have some fun. Hey, even take a grill down there and cook out. That'd be pretty cool. Here, let me show you something that's really odd. I cut down this one tree and it fell the other way. But when you look at it, you'll see that it is leaning to the right, and I cut the wedge out on the right, and I'm cutting from the back side of it, and it didn't go down to the right. I'll show that to you right here. That didn't cut like it was supposed to, but at least I saw it and got out of the way. See, my plan, if you look right here, this wedge was cut out right here, and it was aimed to go that way right there. So that tree was supposed to fall right there, and I was going to hook onto it right here and just pull it out and go all the way up the trail. Didn't work. For some odd reason, it fell this way. As you can see, you know, there's the wedge right there that I cut out. It should have fell that way. but it fell this way and now it's hooked up on the other tree. I know, that's just really weird, isn't it? Like, why would it fall that way? I mean, it's plain as day. You can see the tree is leaning that one way, and I cut the wedge out that one way and started cutting from the other side, went the other way. Never had that happen. Every tree I've ever cut down is always falling on the wedge. That one there didn't. It's just a dead tree. It ain't like it had a ton of leaves or anything up at the top. Well, as you can see here, I did put my tractor to work. It does really good at pulling really heavy objects. This old John Deere does a good job for me around here. I can't pick really anything heavy up with it because I don't have no weights in the wheels or weights on the back. But for pulling, it does a pretty doggone good job. I just wish it was a lot bigger because it'd be nice to pull out some stumps because it won't pull stumps. Well, if the stump is in the ground and the stump is dead wood, yeah, it'll pull it. Well, Mocha's up here with me. I have to put her on a cable now. She likes to run off. Neighbors over there now have a dog pen in the back for all their big dogs. Can you hear it bark? There we go. And Mocha likes to run over there. So I got to keep her on that cable or she's going to run off. And if I'm out here trying to do things, I can't be worrying about where's she at all the time because she does run off. Unless I'm constantly paying attention to her and talking with her and everything, yeah, she'll stay around me. If I get distracted working on something or doing something, she runs off, and normally I got to drive down the road and pick her up. She's still a good girl though. Well, everyone, I guess I'm gonna call this video quits. Just thought I'd show you this cistern up here. I think it's pretty cool. Like I said from the other video, there's some weird things up here, and the cistern's one of them. Well, everyone, hey, thanks for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe and everything, and see ya!